So, good morning everyone. We are Group 8 and our topic is all about performance appraisal, goals, and career paths. So, under ng aming topic is letter A, career planning, goals, and process. Next is resume building. Next is self-introduction. And last but not the least is the art participating in a group decision modeling.
Career path is the outline of progress of roles and responsibilities an employee can expect in their career. Ito naman yung landas or direction ng karera ng maaaring tahakin ng isang empleyado habang siya ay nag-work or nagtatrabaho. So, ipinapakita nito ng career path kung paano ang isang tao uunlad or aangat sa kanyang posisyon sa paglipas ng panahon. Ito is yung self-introduction. So, what is self-introduction? So, self-introduction is brief, structured presentation of yourself to others and professional, academic, or social things. So, sabi daw po dito yung self-introduction ay ito yung ito ba yung isang maiksing pagpapakilala ng isang tao sa sarili niya. And then, ginagawa ito upang makilala siya ng iba. So, using self-introduction, parang sinasabi mo dito kung sino ka, kung saan ka galing, or yung ilang mahalagang information tungkol sa'yo. Kumbaga, ito yung paraan mo ng pagpapahayag ng ito yung paraan ng pagpapahayag ng isang tao sa kanyang pagkakakilanlan. So sa kanyang pagkakakilanlan sa harap ng ibang tao. So yung performance appraisal. So what is performance appraisal? It is the process of evaluating all employees' job performance and providing feedback. So sabi daw po dito yung performance appraisal daw po ay ito yung isang process ng pagsusuri sa trabaho ng isang empleyado upang malaman kung ano yung kung halimbawa active ka ba sa trabaho o kung paano mo ginagawa or ginagalingan sa trabaho mo.
Sa resume building. Resume building is the process of creating or updating a resume to effectively highlight your skills, experience, and achievements for a specific job. It involves organizing information strategically to stand out to employers, match job requirements, and pass applicant tracking system or ATS. So, ang resume daw po is ginagawa natin kapag tayo po ay nag-a-apply ng isang trabaho at nakapalo po dito yung mga experience po natin, yung kakayahan po natin, and yung layunin po natin dun sa trabahong ina-applyan natin. And kailangan po kapag gumagawa tayo ng resume is kailangan po organize, kumbaga sunod-sunod yung ginagawa mong resume. So, bakit nga po ba tayo gumagawa ng resume? So, kaya po tayo gumagawa ng resume para may ipasa po tayo kapag nag-a-apply po tayo ng trabaho. At para po makilala or mag-stand out yung ating resume is kailangan informative yung lalagay mo doon sa resume. Then, the next, match job requirements. So, kailangan po kapag gumagawa po tayo ng resume is match po yung ating resume dun sa trabahong ina-apply natin. So, Pass Applicant Tracking System or ATS. So, kapag po tayo ay nag-apply ng trabaho through online, so, bago po ito dumating sa HR is, meron po silang tinatawag na ATS, which is Applicant Tracking System. So, kapag po tayo nagpasa nga ng online, doon na po, sila po yung unang nakakakita, yung system na yon kung tayo po ba ay qualified doon sa trabahong ina-applyan natin. So, kapag na-qualified po ito, saka po palang ito didiretso doon sa ating HR. Components ng resume: personal information, name, contact details, link, professional links. So, dun po sa personal information, so, hindi naman po talaga nawawala ang pangalan kapag po tayo nagagawa ng resume. yung information po natin like contact numbers, kung saan po tayo nakatira, or yung link or emails. So, yan po yung kailangan ilagay natin dun sa resume. So, number 2 is summary objectives. 1 to 2, 3 line overview of your career goals and strengths. So, kapag po tayo gumagawa ng resume, so kailangan po nilalagay din po natin doon, kailangan daw po naglalagay tayo ng 2 or 3 objectives na or layunin natin doon sa kumpanyang ina-apply natin. The next is work experience, job title, companies, and dates. So, kailangan din po natin ilagay doon yung work experience natin sa trabaho or kung kailan po tayo nag-start, kung kailan po tayo nagtapos ng pagtatrabaho doon, at kung ano po yung company. Kasi mahalaga rin po ito upang sa ganon is malaman nila na ikaw ay may work experience. Then the next is education degrees, certification, and relevant courses work. So, kailangan din po, ito po isa napakahalaga pagkapag gumagawa tayo ng resume, kailangan po inalalagay natin doon yung natapos natin sa pag-aaral. Like, kagaya na lang po kung nakapagtapos po tayo ng elementary, senior high school, and college. Yan po, nilalagay po natin yan. So, the number 5 is skills. Hard skills. Skills, hard skills, and etc. And soft skills, etc. Teamwork. So, kailangan po dun sa skills na ilalagay natin dun sa trabaho natin. Kung halimbawa po ay tayo po ay marunong mag-cashiering, marunong po tayong mag-edit, marunong po tayong mag-photoshop, yan po yung tinatawag na hard skills. So, sa soft skills naman po, ito naman po yung pagiging teamwork po natin sa ating mga katrabaho or marunong po tayong makipag-usap sa ating mga customers or kliyente. Then, the last one is additional section, certification, volunteer work, language, or projects. So, doon naman po sa additional sections is doon naman po nilalagay yung halimbawa na lang ay yung ating national certificate. Doon, ito po yung mga additionals na nilalagay sa resumes like yung ano ba yung kakayahan mong salita, kung kaya mo bang magsalita ng English, Hinonggo, or Chinese, etc. Yan po yung mga kadalasang nilalagay sa resume.
Self-assessment. Skill is the ability to do something. Interest, the feeling of waiting to know you're learning about something. Values, know what's important to your in-job. Exploration, research careers, look into various job options. Networking, talk to people in different fields. Internships, gain hands-on experience. Arts of participating in discussion modeling. Participating in discussion involve active listening and building upon the idea of others. Discussion modeling including structure, articulating expectation, and personality modeling those expectation to promote authentic dialogue. Dito is all about dapat meron kang communication skills and active listening ka para magkaroon kayo ng pagkakaintindihan at ma-engage kayo sa isa't isa. Key principle, active listening. Focus on others' point before responding, acknowledge idea. Clarity, clearness and thoughts and comprehensive. Respect, attentiveness, communicating confidently while valuing others' opinion. Nonverbal, communication without words, maintaining eye contact and nodding while someone is speaking. Show to your interest in what they are saying. Adaptability, adjusting to different conditions.